Hey Mike, this is in response to your video about if there was an ugly bag contest, that would be your entry. Well, here's mine. Let's see if I can cram enough stuff into what was a very simple pack, same as you can. This started off as a Maxpedition Colossus. Figured just this. This is added, all this is added here, and I've got stuff on the strap. This is my emergency response jump kit. This travels in the truck with me at all times. If we get called out, this runs with me. Uh, I did carry a regular backpack. I've got a bunch of those, but this is a lot easier sometimes when I'm just responding to a control point. Let's look at the strap first. Um, Starting here, this is a regular BDU pouch from Voodoo Tactical. This is a first aid kit. It's a complete first response first aid kit. Scissors, tweezers, tape, lots of different bandages, some treatment materials, things like that. I'm a big fan of these wide bungee cords, so I have a couple of those attached to the pack. This one rides on the strap, the shoulder pouch. Also bought a lot of these, the Grimlocks from Maxpedition. I love these. They attach to the webbing or to straps. Allows you to clip stuff on very quickly and securely if you need it. On the other side of the strap, two pouches. Number one, and this is upside down, this is just a simple command pack again by Voodoo Tactical. I've got a Gerber 600 flat black blunt nose multi-tool here. These are small little tiny bungee cord tie downs and other quick tie down materials. That's empty in case I need to put another light or something on there. Again, the bungee cord on the other side. And this is, again, a third party of a Maxpedition H1 belt pack. In here, I have some batteries, electrical tape, all of it wrapped up in Ziploc bags to protect against any moisture. In here, I have another quick handout response pack. This actually contains a small multi-band shortwave radio, complete with an antenna kit. These are first aid boxes. You can get these at a thrift store for about $1. I use the contents of these and a number of these to make up the other first aid packs. But in here, like I said, is the small multi-band radio, and that rides inside here very well. And like I said, I've got the spare batteries and whatever else you need to run that. So that's the strap. Let's go ahead and run that drop aside. I do a fair amount of tying with paracorders. I'm sure you do. I put a grab handle on. There was no handle on this. I tied it to both sides of the strap, pulled it that way. Let's look at the back first. Before we go any further, we'll flip the strap over. Okay, on the back side, I have a microfiber towel. I have the anchor points for the bungee cord, and basically the towel rides in there. I have two towels actually. Nice thing about the ShamWow type towels is the fact that you can use them. They self-dry fairly quickly, and they're good to go. In the back here, I have two side pouches, slots that were made for holding various tools. On the one side, I have the first of a number of blades. This is a Gerber drop point. I really love the way this style is. It's got a nice little carabiner on the end of it, but with the belt clip, it makes a really handy attachment for right inside that sleeve, and it rides well. I'm just going to actually leave that out for now to save time for putting it back. Okay, back to the front of the pack. Okay, looking at the front of the pack, let's look at the bottom first. This is an extra large heavy duty vinyl poncho that has the grommets on the corners, can be used as a tarp. I have it tied off with a couple of Velcro tie straps and a rip tie quick release. Also two more Grimlocks on the bottom to hang stuff off if I want to, and it also leaves me access to the two more tie points there. So that rides with. The Colossus has a small bottom zipper pouch. This is basically tie-down stuff. It has some larger bungee cords and clamps for the poncho if necessary, some small grade paracord, and also this Gerber Recon multi-lens, multicolor flashlight. Can't have enough flashlights when you're out there. So that rides down there as a backup. So that's the very bottom of the pack. Let's turn it back. Whole pack weighs around 25, 26 pounds. So it's not that bad. Let's look on this side. This was a field medic kit that if we were to open it up, and I really hate taking these bungee cords off, so I'm just going to move it. If we open that up, what it is a complete field mess kit and a couple of flexible cups and bowls used in the field if I need it. That comes complete with 3 bowls, a small little cutting board, a couple of sporks, and everything else I need for a field mess kit. And on the outside, we have 2 compartments. Number 1 is a Leatherman combo knife. There's a nice drop point blade, tiny little flashlight in it. I can go through the individual tools later. I'm just showing what's in the pack. And the second flashlight, which is a Husky. These are waterproof and they're extraordinarily bright. This thing has 12 LEDs in it. And it only cost $9. So that was a good $9 investment. That rides on the outside. Of course, I always try to carry the various patches, the fund meter. Always support the POWMA cause. Okay, back to the front. Now, this is another one from Voodoo Tactical. It's an administrative ID pouch. They're always checking our IDs as we go in. I am in the state of Virginia. There's our state flag, and of course our American flag. And inside, my radio group ID, my company ID, both pictures, so they can be presented upon challenge if need be. Of course, I carry other IDs, but this keeps it nice and simple right in the front. Now, on this side, this you'll recognize immediately basically was the Maxpedition 32-ounce bottle holder, which I attached to the side. It came with this pouch built into it. I added these 2 pouches, one on either side, because I am a voracious coffee drinker. The front pouch contains some extra storage for things. Actually, that's empty right now, so it's kind of unusual. Usually in there I'll carry some radios. Matter of fact, that's what that's for. If I do carry one of my amateur radio HTs, that goes in this front pouch. The antennas do come through, and I can carry a spare battery in here as well. And that's basically what this pouch is for, to facilitate that. But in the back and in the top, of course, on the side here, this is the point that came with the Maxpedition bottle. This has a small box in it that has instant coffee bags, sweeteners, creamers, stirrers. So a man has to have some niceties. Extra Velcro tie down and another Grimlock. In the back here is another BDU pack, and this contains gun cleaning equipment. I'm usually carrying my Beretta with me, and this is a complete little gun cleaning pack with multiple points for everything that I could carry, from the 357 to the 40 to the 45. And that's got brushes, picks, rem oil wipes, other things that I would need. And of course in here, let's see if we can open this real quick. This is the bottle. Something neat here, I'm sure you've seen. First of all, one of the Swedish FlexiFill cups. These things are really great. They pack down small. You open them up, and they are a complete 8-ounce rubber cup. Holds hot liquids very well, cold liquids. And again, when you're done with it, dry it up, fold it up. It fits really well inside the lid of this. And then the actual bottle itself, which is a 32-ounce Nalgene with the Firefly lid on it. I know you've seen these before. This actually has a light. If you can see it open up a little bit in there, light brighten up. It actually will turn the Nalgene into a lantern. Tie down points here. You can hang it like from the inside of a tank, from a tent rather, a tank. I think the tank has its own lights inside of a tent. back of a truck, whatever. It gives you a nice little light. Actually, if you have some water in here, it acts as a reflection and actually brightens up the reflected light a little bit. But that is still waterproof, very well sealed. The light turns off, and that fits very well inside there. And then, of course, the Flexi-Fill fits on the lid of that. Okay, those are the side pouches. Let's go down to the main event. My amateur radio call sign. Yet one more flashlight. I'm a light fanatic, what can I say? Inside the top here, some of the more basic things we would use for general response, such as pens, batteries, things like that. We won't dig into that. On the inside of the back here, we have another microfiber towel, and other plastic parts that I can use to cover work areas, whatever else I need to do. The main part here contains various and sundry items that we would use on a field setup, such as rangefinder scope. This is the Maxpedition notebook holder. You've seen those before. I won't pull it out now, but I use the Write in the Rain pads and the Fisher Space Pen insert pens so that it will write in any condition that I might come into. And again, more support things such as reflective belt and lens static compass. And that's it. That's what I use as a first response bag. It actually works pretty well. Like I said, it rides in the truck the whole time, and it's probably the ugliest bag I've seen. So the ball's in your court. But I enjoyed your video. Thought I'd like you to see that someone else has not abandoned the ugly bag concept as well. Thanks a lot. See you later.